This is MICORNUS, the leader and the founder of a Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are embarking once more on these skills that will pay you forever. Skills that will pay you forever as a young man. And I'm embarking on this because it is very important that you learn out of this. And they are going to help you if you embark on these skills and listen to them and make use of them in your life. Your life shall never be the same. There are many of us who lack these skills, but yet we are not aware. And those that are aware that they lack the skills, they don't apply them. And I want to embark on this today, and I hope that you learn out of them as a young man. The first skill that I want to speak about that will pay you forever as a young man is the ability to understand what others feel. Ability to understand how others feel, because that is going to dictate on how then do you deal with other people. Remember that life is about socialization, socializing with other people. Life is about networking. Life is about other people. So you cannot live like an island somewhere as a human being, because our blessings are in the hands of other people. Remember that even when you pray as a young man, your first line of answering of your prayers is not in heaven, it's with the people that you're with. And that level of God answering prayers through human beings is a level that we ignore most of the time. And that is why most of the time we pray and look up to heaven. But yet we see no answers because we have actually ignored the people around us. And some of us are undermining the individuals around us. These are the very same people. You look down upon them, you undermine them, yet God want to use those people in answering your prayers or in blessing you. Now, I want to urge you as a young man to understand that this is very, very important, that you understand how others feel. Because if you don't understand how others feel, you're going to treat people the way you want to treat them. You will be careless in how you treat people. You'll be careless in how you deal with people when you are not actually taking cognizance of how they feel. It is very important. There are people that will say, I don't care how you feel, I don't care how other people are feeling. You have to care about how other people are feeling, sir. You have to care about how your friends feel, how your family feel, how the people around you feel, how your wife feel. And you have to care about that. Because the feeling of others, therefore, they are shaping our behavior so that we can behave better. And also when you learn to understand how others are feeling, you're going to shape your talk, how you speak to them. You're going to be able to shape your behavior towards them as well, because you would know how they feel. And therefore, I want to urge you to study and understand, to find out also sometimes from other people, how do they feel. Don't actually just ignore that, because it's very important that you know how people feel, because by knowing how people feel, you're going to know how to deal with them. And I want to emphasize the fact also that you will never leave this life without people. We need each other. We need people. We are unique in this world. There are people that know things that we don't know. There are people that can help us in areas that we don't know how to help ourselves. So therefore, we need the people. It is very important for us to know and understand how they feel, therefore. The next skill that I want to deal with, which is a skill that will pay you forever as well, is ability to remain consistent. Ability to remain consistent. Now, consistency is very key in life. Ability to do things all over again and all over again. Be consistent in what you do. Without consistency, there's no success. And I want to emphasize this. And that is why many of you as young men, you fail in the projects that you do just because you're not consistent in them. Some of you fail in your studies because you're not consistent in your studying. You're not consistent in attending classes. You're not consistent in being part of study groups. You're not consistent in reading your books. So all those are actually a fallout of lack of consistency. And when you lack consistency, you end up not having backbone because you don't have commitment in life. Remember that consistency goes along with commitment. People that are consistent are people that are committed in things. You become then consistent in doing things because you are actually valuing those things. Now, consistency is driven by value. When you value something, you'll be consistent in it. And that is why People go to alcohol shebeens and they go to nightclubs and so on. They are committed and they go consistently there because that is the things that they value. Now, value something in life as a young man, and you'll realize that consistency then becomes easier for you to be consistent in something that you value. Because based on the value that you put on something, then you can actually decide to become consistent or not. Now, there are those people that don't understand that consistency is actually shaping you into what we call integrity. Consistency builds what we call character. Consistency makes people to know you by a certain way of doing things. You're consistent in a certain pattern of doing things. People know you that way. You're consistent in doing certain projects in your life. People know you that way. So, in other words, people are known and they become famous of what they're consistent in. Sports, for instance, they're actually creating consistency in one. When you're playing a football and you're a footballer, you're consistent in exercising football skills and you're consistent also in playing football, and people call you a footballer because of that. Because what you're consistent in actually makes a name for you. Now, as a young man, I want you to understand that when you are a robber and you're consistent in it, you'll be known a robber. If you are a criminal and you're consistent in being a criminal, you'll be called a criminal, for instance. So basically, based on what you do consistently in life, people look at that and they call you by that because you're known only by that. And that's very, very important that we understand that. There's another skill that will pay you forever, and that's a skill, ability to master your thoughts. I cannot emphasize the issue of thoughts enough because what you do in life, every behavior is dictated by thoughts, your thinking, what you're thinking. And there's a saying in life that says you cannot prevent birds flying over your head, but you can actually stop them from making a nest on your head. What does that mean? It means that you cannot stop thoughts from coming to your mind. You cannot stop you thinking. You cannot stop yourself from having thoughts dropped into your mind. But you can surely stop them from creating certain behaviors. You can actually stop them from creating a certain way and a pattern in your life. So please be careful of what you do with your thoughts. Guard your thoughts. You are able to rebuke thoughts that are formed against you, that are not building you. Thoughts that are destroying you, you need not to harbor them in your mind. But the more you ponder on things that are wrong, the more you're going to become deviant in your behavior and do wrong things and without seeing anything wrong with it. Now, I want to urge you as a young man that guard your thoughts, ability to master your thoughts, control your thoughts, control what you want to think, what you want to meditate upon, control what you want to plan upon, control what you want to live upon. And therefore, those thoughts, when they come to your mind, decide on which one to filter out. Kick out of your mind and tell those type of thoughts that you don't need them in your mind. Now, it depends also on how decisive you are, because there are many people that allow every thought that comes to their lives to shape them. But remember that you are shaped by your thoughts, but you must choose the thoughts that shape you. You must decide on what kind of thoughts do I allow in my mind to shape me, because if you allow every single thought, it is going to be destroying you, because you'll find that you've accepted thoughts that destroy you, thoughts that deviate you, thoughts that makes you to think things that are non-progressive in life. Now, I want to urge you as a young man that please master your thoughts, and the more you master your thoughts, you will master your life. Your life will be shaping up because you're mastering your thoughts, and that's very, very important. Another skill that will pay you forever is ability to write words to persuade and to influence others. Ability to write words to persuade other people or to be able to influence other people. Remember that in life, we are meant to be influencing others, but influence people positively all the time. And I want you to be able to write words down that will influence people. Some quotes that will influence people, that will be able to persuade people. So very, very important. That's a skill that will pay you. And many times people like that, these are the people that have written books. And people are buying those books because they love what the people have written. And because they are able to influence others, they are able to persuade others. And this is exactly what we're doing with these videos right now. We want to persuade you as a young man to become not an ordinary young man, but to become a young man full of wisdom and to be a young man with integrity and character. We're speaking about this influencing so that you become a better person. And I believe strongly that as we speak, you are going to become a better person. So write those words that will influence other people. Those words that will persuade people in life. And those words, when you write them down, remember, what is written down will not be forgotten. It will remain for generations after generations. And that is why, if you are a young man who's going to write something that will influence generations, write it down. If you are dreaming of writing a book as a young man, I'm urging you to rise up right now and write that book. And that book will influence other people. It will persuade them from generation to generation. So that's very important. It's a skill that will pay you forever. Now, finally, today, I want to mention the skill that will also pay you forever. And that is ability to ask for help. Ability to ask for help. Because there are those of us who actually keep quiet and think that things will happen on their own. Remember that there are times when you need people to help you in certain situations so that you may be able to embark on things that you want to do. But make sure that you allow yourself to ask from other people. There are people that have got experiences that are better than yours in everything that they do. There are those that are grown up, those people that have walked the path, those people that have been in the situations where you are. Don't fall in the ditch that other people have fallen in before. Be able to ask for help from them. Don't die in your own corner without asking for help from other people. There are those of you as young men that are depressed where you are. You are actually at the verge of committing suicide because you think that the whole world has actually fallen upon you and everything has fallen apart according to you. And you feel like there's no way out. And I want to urge you now not to kill yourself as a young man. Remember, there's one that can help you. There are people out there that can help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It is very key for you to come out of your cocoon, come out of your room where you are, where you're listening us from right now, and you might have been planning to kill yourself. It is not time to kill yourself. Come out right now and seek for help from some people outside. Those people that are professional counselors, they will help you. We're having psychologists, we're having psychiatrists as well. Those are the people that you must rise up and ask help from them. They will be able to help you as well. It is not the end. And I want to tell you now, it is not the end of your life. Now, don't give up in life. It is not over in your life until God says so. So please don't terminate your life. Rise up as a young man. Make sure that you've got the skill of asking for help when you need help. Because that's the only way you're going to come out of your situation and conquer some difficult situations in your life, by asking help where you need help. And other people will rise up to help you. I want to end up here today. Your host, MICORNUS, PHOKANE, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are done with this topic, and I hope that you have learned quite a bit out of it. So please remember our Facebook pages, Young Men Empowerment Forum, MICORNUS, PHOKANE as well. Click likes on those pages. Make sure that you click notification buttons as well. And also remember our YouTube channel, the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you click notification button as well. And each time we've posted videos of this kind, you'll learn out of them. Your host, MICORNUS, PHOKANE, leader and founder of Young Men Empowerment Forum. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.